Casey's Audio Vault.
Amy Lee of Evanescence, August 9th, 2011.
Hey,
Hello, Amy. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Thanks for having me on.
Not a problem. How was your day going? Many interviews?
Nope, just you. You're special today.
Have you gotten back into the swing of things with all these interviews and being on MTV this week?
Yeah, no, it's been good. No, we just did the big MTV premiere thing last night, and it went great. I was definitely a little bit nervous about it because, premiering the song, in a live kind of version is always a little bit scary. But I think we did great. We had a really good time, and I think it was awesome. It was cool to see the fans.
And you just announced the North American tour and some European dates. And here in Winnipeg, we're very glad to have you for MTS Rock on the Range. There's 2 Saturdays from now. Is this going to be the first official Evanescence show since your break?
Yeah, it is actually. Actually, there's one show right before because we need a little warm up fan show before that to kind of get comfortable in front of the thousands of Canadians. So we're going to play a quick Nashville show first. Because this is where we rehearse. So, yeah, we're going to have one show right before you guys, and then that'll be the first big one.
So are you in Nashville right now?
Yes.
And that's where you guys did the record too, right?
Yeah, all our stuff was here, and we actually did pre-production at this rehearsal space where we are, and it's cool because we've got our stuff here, and it's cool. This has definitely been a very, very Nashville experience, this whole thing this year. It's been great.
And you enjoyed working with Nick, pretty big producer name?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's real fun. I mean, he's definitely a guy with a ton of passion and energy. I mean, he's a music fan for sure, so he kept it fun the whole time. But, yeah, I think he's an incredible producer. We all really, really loved working with him.
You had said this is kind of an album for the fans. How is this new one, which I guess is out in October, how is this Evanescence album for the fans?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain it. It's really difficult to sum up the record, in a moment, in a word. But the fans, we've watched them, just kind of come out of nowhere. I mean, as far as we know, in the past year or so, like gearing up for this thing, letting them know we're coming back. There's just so many of them that have been waiting for us and that still care about us after all this time. And it's really meant a lot to me. It's been really cool to interact with them again. So anyway, I guess a lot of the lyric writing that happened, especially towards the end of things, more and more I kind of realized I was writing about the relationship, between the fans at times and about wanting to come back and, I don't know, loving them. I think you can hear a little bit of that in What You Want. It's about coming back and, not being afraid to come back, It's cool. We really feel like we have a great support team with our fans. So, yeah, they're definitely a big part of this.
Have you kept active with the website over these past few years and emails? Have you had a bit of contact with the fan base?
Yeah, especially now. I do Twitter. Very cool. Yeah, it's cool. Nowadays there's so many different ways to keep in touch. It's neat. Sort of like all along the way now I can, take a quick picture or quickly tweet about something or whatever and kind of let the fans see where we are and what's going on and sort of see the making of all along the way. It's very cool.
There was word that you were working on material that was scrapped, something that was a little bit more electronic, I guess. So have a lot of these songs that are on the new album, have they been with you? Have they been taken somewhat from what you've been working on previously?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say scrapped. There's a lot of really cool music. Some of it made it, yeah, all the way. And some of it will just have to be for next time. We just ended up with a whole lot of stuff because it's all about finding, the inspiration and searching for our new thing, our new time, our new sound. We finally found it, and I think it's a cool combination of a few things, including Evanescence, what we've always been. But at the same time, yeah, there is some new influence, a little bit of a different electronic influence. We've always had electronic influence, but yeah, and some songs from that time are on the record, and some I guess will be on the next record or on a different record, maybe a solo record or something like that in the future. I'm not really sure yet, but we do have tons of songs used and unused so far.
Well, you've been away from the limelight for a few years. How was life as a normal person?
It's good. It's great. It's mainly great to be back right now, but I definitely took a minute, to step away from the whole thing and go, all right, who am I? And I think that was really good for me. I think I'd be crazy if I didn't do that. I've definitely been all about Evanescence, or had been, by the end of 2007, since I was very young, in high school and everything. So, yeah, normal life is good. I live in New York. I'm married now. I got 2 cats, and I learned how to play the harp, and that's cool, and that actually contributed to the record a little bit.
What are your cats' names?
Shermie and Stella.
Do they get the fancy cat food, or is just the regular Whiskas?
It depends on if they're good or not. Yeah, fancy food on good nights.
So you enjoyed, as a quote from the Rolling Stone magazine, buying your own groceries for a while.
Yeah, it's funny the things you end up missing on the road, for sure. I think for me, just being domestic in general, I love to cook. I really love cooking for people. Yeah, but just in general, being at your house, like making my curtains, just stuff that you do when you're home. It was cool to do all those things, but I'm itching for the road again at this point. It's been a while. It's been too long.
Well, we are waiting. We're very excited because we've known you've been coming for several months now, and it's only a couple Saturdays away. Amy Lee, thank you so much for calling into the show.
Thank you, man. I'll see you soon.
Evanescence, part of MTS Rock on the Range on the 20th at MTS Center. Alice in Chains will be headlining Evanescence just right before that.
Bye.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. KC's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.